As somebody that's been extremely blessed back home, I kind of had to put myself out there. I'm not sure if I'd shoot the second one, but that first one was a dandy.
It's a good sign that you're on their feet.
Dude, that deer is a stud. Alright guys, before I start this video, I just want to give a little bit of a backstory on how I got here. I'm originally from southeastern Minnesota, but I had to travel to Mankato for college, and I had nowhere to hunt. As someone who's primarily been an introvert their whole life, I kind of had to focus on public land at first. I decided public land wasn't for me. It was just too crowded, it was too close to city limits, too many people, so I decided to pursue door knocking. Although intimidating at first, it really wasn't that bad. I ended up getting 3 different pieces to hunt, and 2 of which I will be hunting in this video. So the pieces I hunted in this video, one is only 5 acres and one is only 7 acres. Not a lot of land, but enough to work with. I hope this video encourages people to do what they love, no matter where they are. I had so much fun with this video, I hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, I just got done shooting, pulling the arrows. I kind of wanted to show you guys what I'm repping. This is the XOP full rut saddle kit, I believe. 100% recommend. It's super cheap. I think it's like $500. If you don't know what you're really doing, like I don't, it works. But I got stealth tape and I got my camera gear in here. So I got a 5 acre piece just outside of Mankato. I was knocking on doors and luckily he let me hunt. I killed him a doe, so that was kind of the deal. So depending on the wind direction, I'll show you guys what that 5 acre piece looks like tomorrow. But yeah, I'll set up in the tree and I'll see you guys tomorrow. After a super crappy and rainy day, I decided that the next day we were going to change the game plan a little bit and go to the 7 acre piece. So I'll take you there. Alright, it's the evening of October 29th. It is currently 2:57. I plan to go out to that 7 acre piece, kind of like I was talking about this morning. Like I said, I'll probably be surprised. I don't really know what's out there. I know that there's one deer that is a borderline shooter. He's 3.5 years old. Nothing special, but the other guys are like 2 years old. But who's to say? October, late October. You never know what's going to happen, so I'm excited. Let's try to get up to the tree early and see what happens. It's October 29th. We're doing an evening sit, and then it's 7 acre piece. This is the first sit that anybody has had here in a long time. I know the landowner doesn't hunt. I've had permission at this spot since middle of September, but I never had any reason to come out here. And then bugs started filtering through once the road started hitting. What we have here, there's a field up this way in front of me, and then there's a little valley, and I'm right in the middle of that valley, just
just on that hill, just on the hillside. We have a north wind. The wind is blowing to my face. Back here behind me and to the left of me, it's a walking trail, so these deer are really used to human scent. But yeah, we've already seen 4 deer. It's looking promising. I really like this spot. I really like our chances, and we'll see what comes out.
Alright, well, it's November 1st, the morning of November 1st. I will say these mornings kind of catch up to you, especially as a college student with midday classes, but we're getting out there and we're putting in the grind. But yeah, super promising this morning. I looked back at the footage of that buck and there was actually 2 bucks. So that first buck was definitely the bigger buck of the 2, and that second buck came out of the timber when I was banging those horns together. But should be pretty eventful. I'm sure that there's not only 2 decent bucks in that huge ginormous piece of woods, so let's get out there and see what's out there.
We're all set up in the saddle setup that I left up last night. There's 3 deer in here. There's a buck. I don't know if he's a sure. Wow, I had no time whatsoever to get set up. Came in on my bad side. A doe and 2 fawns came running through, and that buck was following them. I could have threaded the needle at like 40 yards, but I want to get a better look at him before I shoot him, so.
Alright guys, well I just checked the cameras out of spite, kind of, and there's a nice deer on camera. That 7-acre piece that I was talking about going to tonight, nice buck was running does, so unfortunate, but it makes me want to go out in the woods that much more. Super excited about it. I'm going to name this deer Little Brows. He's not a ginormous deer by any means. Super cool looking deer though. He's got a unique rack to him. He's got super tall tines. He's pretty tight, but he's super tall tines and just tiny little brows. The brows are probably like 2 inches a piece, maybe. So pretty cool. He'd be an awesome looking smallmouth. let's try to end this story on a good note. So we'll see you guys on Monday. Alright, well, I just got done with class. It's currently 12:23. I'm going to be skipping lunch and surviving off of Cliff Bars, I guess. But I'm just trying to get out there as soon as possible, making sure that I get out there before they are on their feet for the majority. And I'm going to take down that setup at that 5-acre piece. And I'm gonna put it up on that 7-acre piece, and we're gonna set that 7-acre piece. All right, we're gonna try to be as quick as possible with this. All right, we're ready to go. We're ready to rock, and we're ready to hopefully capitalize on an opportunity tonight if all goes to plan. So I'll see you there.
It's November 3rd. It's about 2:30. We slipped in here. Really, pretty early, so I'm really excited. There was a doe in the valley when I started setting up, but I think she just walked out. She just walked back into thick stuff behind me. We're set up about 15 to 20 yards in front of the tree that I was last sitting in. I'm hoping I'm able to see that ridge over there. I think that ridge is at like 40 or 50 yards to the left of me. That's where a lot of those deer were pulling into the field. I'm about at level with the field edge right now. I feel like I'm really covered rather than all the other spots. I feel like I'm kind of out in the open. But yeah, we've had 2 pretty decent bucks come through here. The camera that we have set up is about 20 yards in front of me, so I'm just in a tree behind, just to the left where that camera sees. And that camera's been picking up bucks coming through. There's a big trail fading down here, and then there's a big trail to the left. We'll see if I can't record any deer in the meantime. his bedroom again, right in his bedroom. I have doors everywhere around me, literally in every which direction. It's 4:46. Daylight savings time makes it the sunset at 5:40, so we have a little bit less than an hour to capitalize.
Well, we're just gonna tuck into these woods. My setup is just a couple, about 100 yards in, tucked in the woods. So we're gonna check first blood, and then the Luminoc is on the ground where he was for that second shot. So.
There's blood right there. I thought I seen, but I can't. Oh,
Looks gobby.
that's chunky.
I don't know if that's a good sign or not.
How much presentation did you get on the first one?
I mean, it went far. It went pretty far.
I mean, about 8 inches, so you probably did hit some bone. That looks a bit.
I mean, if you had this in your collarbone, it's gotta hit something in the neck. You gotta think,
I don't
right?
think it would feel too good, no.
You're standing for a solid minute. Somewhere around here, you'd think you'd find blood, right?
What's this arrow look like? Oh, he broke off inside.
Yeah, you broke it. He's dead.
Yeah. Jeez.
He's
Blood,
bleeding right
blood,
now.
blood, 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 blood. A lot of blood. A lot of blood. He's spraying, dude. He's done. He's done. You right there. He's right there.
No, stop it.
Dude, he's huge.
Dude. I fell down. There he is. He did pile up exactly where I thought he would. Yeah, he's stiff. Dude, this is a big deer.
Yeah, this is a big bodied buck, dude.
Dude, I'll take this any day of the week.
That is awesome. That is a nice ass deer. That is a nice deer.
Alright, well, I'm so blessed, so very grateful. Grateful for my buddy Levi. Yeah, this is just amazing. He's better than anything I could ever ask for, to be honest with you. I saw him chasing does in the field, threw a couple grunts at him. Wasn't very hopeful because I rattled, and he didn't really seem to care about that, so threw a couple grunts at him. He came in on one of the trails, came straight to me. And yeah, I tried to stop him 3 times. If you look back on the video, I tried to stop him 3 times, and he just was not having it. And then finally he saw me kind of trying to zone in on him, and he stops, and he gives me a perfect frontal shot, and I was kind of hesitant at first, but it was either a frontal shot or nothing, because he was heading straight for the bottom of my stand. So I had to have clipped an artery, which I was assuming that's what happened until I saw first blood, and I was kind of doubting my first thought. But second shot was kind of just a nail in the coffin kind of shot. But yeah, I'm so grateful. Me and my buddy Levi, we started with nothing. We had no connections, no anything. We both have a bunch of land back home that we hunt, but it's kind of a little bit too far of a drive. So we decided to knock on this landowner's door, and man, I'm grateful for her. This is the biggest buck that we have on camera out here, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Little Browse, I named him like 2 days ago. But yeah, super grateful for this deer. I gotta thank God, thank my family and my friends. Without them, it wouldn't be possible. So, awesome hunt, and I can't wait to upload this video. All right, well, it's the next day. I gotta make this kind of short and sweet because it's 61 degrees on November 4th in Minnesota. So in the future, I plan on making a bunch more videos. Um, Definitely doe management in the future. Gun season is around the corner. In the state of Minnesota, you can fill your hunting buddies' tag if they're in the proximity of you hunting. So I might take advantage of that. I know my grandpa and my dad have a tag that they said that they would be willing to let me fill if the opportunity arises. But that might be a possibility. Pheasant hunting, possibly ice fishing, or open water fishing. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do yet. That's kind of why I named the channel Trigger Quest Outdoors rather than hunting. But definitely going to be more hunting oriented. I kind of live and die this stuff. This is the only thing I really do. If hunting season's open, usually you won't catch me fishing. So, but yeah, just want to say I'm super grateful for you guys. Thankful for you guys watching this whole video. And I hope there's more to come. And feel free to like and subscribe and comment. And yeah, I feel like I'm being generic and non-original, but same old stuff, I guess. Thank you for watching, and Trigger Quest is out.